I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but sometimes as it gets late at night, I start getting into like a deep thought, kind of philosophical, and just start thinking about a lot of different things. So tonight, I was just sitting around all alone. I started thinking about pancakes and how genius is it that they invented pancakes that all you have to do is add water. But then I kept thinking further and further. I'm telling you, as it gets later, the thoughts go deeper and deeper. And I was thinking, why do you have to stop at water? Why can't you add another liquid? So I was like, well, what is your favorite liquid in the entire world? Coffee, of course, so why not make some coffee pancakes? Okay, so as mentioned, rather than adding water here, I'm gonna add some coffee, and we're gonna see how these things turn out. Look how beautiful that looks. And for the icing, what I'm going to use is this caramel Greek yogurt. I've never had it. I'll let you guys know what I think. I'll try a little bit before I mix it in with the cream cheese, and that's gonna be about it. I'm gonna add some chocolate chips, and hopefully it turns out well. So I have a little bit of this stuff left, and it's actually not too bad for Greek yogurt. Over here we have got the 4 pancakes cooking up, and I call these Instagram pancakes because you see all these pictures on Instagram of huge stacks of pancakes with incredible macros, and it's like some wonder of the world that they can do this, but really what they don't show you is any perspective, and their pancakes are like the size of a dime. So don't let them fool you, my friends. This is like 700 calories just for these 4 pancakes. Alright, so we decorated them with some Reese Puffs here, and I'm extremely excited to try these out, and I will be sure to give you guys my full review.
Only coffee, no sugar.
So we will see how that a little bit of this.
I'm impressed. If you like coffee, give those a try. If you don't like coffee, well, you got a lot bigger problems than those damn pancakes. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
You'll win somehow. So give up on the battle, baby. It's hard, I know.
Back in the gym after the deload week, I actually did every deload workout at home outside of the deadlifts, and it was a much needed deload week. So I'm feeling fantastic going into this new program. And what you're gonna notice here is I'm really focused on keeping my upper back tight on these squats. I think it's something that I really struggle with. I'm trying to create that shelf that you hear everyone talking about. I think if I'm able to do this, I'll be able to keep my chest up and also keep a tighter core. So that's one of the things I'm going to be focusing on with my squat. You're going to notice that this is a very high volume day. So I do 2 sets of 8 and 2 sets of 6. I started with 315. It felt a little light. Then I moved it up to 320. And typically in the first few weeks of my program, I'll try to play it pretty conservative. However, I plan on doing a little bit of overreaching because at the beginning of March, I might have to do something that I have not done in a very long time, which is take a little bit of time away from the gym. I have got some huge plans, guys, some huge things coming to the channel. I'm just kidding. Everyone on YouTube says that, so I figured I would. But in reality, I have to travel for work. I will be going to California, which I'm excited about, but also I'm going to be traveling for work. So training might not fit in there. I got to prioritize. Hopefully I can do some cool things while I'm out there, but I just don't know. I don't know exactly where I'm going to be staying, but if there's a gym within a few miles, I will walk there. I'm not going to be using the rental car to drive there because the company is going to pay for it. Maybe I'll take an Uber. I don't know. But like I said, I plan on doing some overreaching now. So if I need that week to rest, I can do so. And if I really feel the need to go train, then I will find a way to make that happen, like I always tell you guys. But it is going to be a trip that involves a lot of work. It's not just like a conference where I'm sitting around. So who knows what I'll even have time or energy for. And I also want to do a lot of exploring. I've never been out west. I think Ohio is the farthest west I have been in the United States. So clearly I'm not well traveled, and I'm just really grateful for this opportunity. It takes a lot of money for a company to invest in you, so I appreciate that. And I really am looking forward to just seeing some different things and hopefully some different people. But I will keep you guys updated on any new information that comes about. You're seeing seeing some front squats now, and I am going to talk more about these in a future video because I do want to get into some more details about the front squat and why I keep programming it in. These are supposed to be pause front squats actually, but the pause is pretty quick in my opinion. And after that, I did some, what did I do? I don't know, but I didn't film it. Oh, I did some stiff leg deadlifts. And then I move on to these Bulgarian split squats because I could not take doing lunges anymore. I just loathe those things. And that is going to be the end of the workout commentary. I apologize for not really talking too much about the workout, but if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And that's going to be it. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I really appreciate it. Please like it if you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to all of you guys very soon.
Gotta stay fly every day that ends in Y. Gotta stay fly every day that ends in Y. I'm just cruising, baby.
Oh my gosh, look how bright that light is. Anyway, a few videos ago, I presented a challenge to you, and first off, I apologize for being a hypocrite because I hate challenges. I probably would not have done it myself, but some of you did, and I really appreciate that. And the ones that did said they had a lot of fun, so if you didn't, you missed out. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, the challenge was essentially go through your MyFitnessPal log. They have that category of your recently used foods, and just pick 5 or 6 and create the most random meal that you can think of. And this is a pretty good way to get rid of food in the house, because think about it. If you just used it recently, chances are you have some left over, and rather than making the same thing over and over, you might as well try to get a little bit creative, and I have been doing that a lot lately, so I figured I would share this with you. This isn't going to be nearly as random as the first time that I showed you, but what we're going to have tonight is a hamburger topped with cream cheese and hash browns. I don't know if you guys can hear the microwave over there. I got a whole plate of vegetables, which I probably won't even show you because that's kind of boring. Got some sweet potatoes in the oven, and I probably will do something a little bit random with those. Nothing too crazy though, so hopefully this turns out well. Forever the king of only using one pan. Half the battle to cooking is just minimizing the number of dirty dishes. And I took the sweet potatoes out so I could add some sweetener and cinnamon. I'm going to throw them back in there. I'm going to add something else to them, but that's going to be a little bit later. I also got quite a bit of meal prep going on over here. It's about 2 weeks worth of lunches. Just multitasking at its finest, my friends. You're probably thinking, what the heck is that? I topped the sweet potatoes with some protein sludge. I'm going to throw it back in the oven at 195 just to try to melt this. I don't know how protein powder does in the oven exactly, but we'll find out pretty shortly. Alright, well the potato burger looks kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys can tell, the cream cheese is underneath that, so the potatoes stick a little bit better. I was going to put it on a bun, but you guys know I am all about that low carb life. So let me grab the sweet potatoes out and we will be finished. So I tried a few of these potatoes and surprisingly they're really good. It's almost like a little dessert we got going on, and I'm hoping I can turn this into something edible, but I have a feeling it's just gonna fall apart. That, my friends, is money. So how many times are you guys gonna let me get away with throwing things in a bowl and calling it random? As many times as I want? Good, I appreciate that, because you guys know this isn't all that random for me. This is traditionally how I finish my nights. However, what I'm going to do is make a bagel spread out of this. So what I have in the bowl is some yogurt, some Reese's Puffs, and some Chex Mix Muddy Buddies. Kind of interesting. I don't know. Well, only one way to find out. It's really not bad. Probably unnecessary, but not too bad. I really wouldn't recommend you guys waste your time with that one, to be honest. It wasn't too bad. It would have been a lot better if I mixed peanut butter in there, but you know, you just can't have it all the time. So that is going to be the end of the video. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to watch this. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.